We are back for another one. And oh, yes, it is another glorious day here at Backstage Pass. And you already know what it's all about, man. We do raw conversations with artists that's carving out their own lane. And tonight we got a great artist, man. And you know he's authentic and real, man. This man been out here grinding, man. He's making a presence in the country music, in the country rap music lane, man. Independent world, man. He's been doing interviews. He does radio shows. He does it all, man. He's put out some dope songs. And he has a lot of fans that he's cultivated over the last couple of years, man. And we're gonna talk about his journey, how he got started, and how he stays true to his sound, and what really makes him who he is, man. So, hey, he got a new song out, man, called Last Laugh. He's a dope artist. He was in the winner's circle on the rundown. It is the one and only Big Mendo.
What it do, y'all? What it do?
No. What's up, man? What's happening, Mendo? How you doing,
Man,
sir?
I'm doing
Yes,
great. I'm doing
indeed.
great, man. We're out here working. Just got done with a session right before I jumped on here.
Okay. What's happening? Well, damn, I guess what's happening with that, man? Just you say you just left the session. What was you recording?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I've been, you know, I've been rapping for a minute, and I've been, sort of holding back the ability that I have to sing and kind of displaying that. So to put it in short, I want to be known as the rapper that can sing, not the singer that can rap. So I've been trying to establish myself as a hip hop artist and as a country rap artist, but I do have uh, an acceptable voice. So I've been trying to get a little more into my singing pocket, singing my own hooks, singing other people's hooks and stuff like that. So
Oh,
I got a song that I just recorded called "End of the Road," and
yeah.
it's a heater. It's good. It's
Okay,
real
well,
good.
we're gonna have to get into that as we get into this, man. Because I didn't know you was doing the vocal thing, man. That's dope, man. So listen, we definitely gonna delve into that. But first of all, before we even just get into your music and all of that stuff, let's talk about just Mendo, man. First of all, where are you from? Where'd you grow up at, man?
Man, I was born in Snellville, Georgia. I grew up all over the state, um, even Panama City. I bounced around a lot, uh, all over Atlanta, and then even Athens, Georgia, stuff like that.
Mm,
Then I moved to Alabama, to try to get away from things, uh, family problems and stuff like that, family trouble, and pursue my music a little bit more in peace, kind of secluded. And then that's when I dropped Down in Alabama, which is a song that most people know if they're fans of me. So it all started with just a lot of movement, a lot of dysfunctional shit going on, bouncing around Georgia, bouncing around Florida, and then finally
yeah.
making my way to Alabama. So yeah,
Okay. Okay. Now, so was this like in high school, or is this as
this
a,
was
a
this was
young
like all
adult?
over. This was my whole upbringing. Like it was just
Back
and
and
forth
forth.
between my dad and my grandmother, his mom.
Okay.
Uh, did a lot of bouncing around. Upbringing was very inconsistent on certain levels. Um,
Yeah.
very disruptive, very abusive, very neglective.
Hmm.
Uh,
Oh
but I
wow.
don't harp on it.
Sorry to hear
I don't
that.
harp on it.
I hear that.
It's
They say
everybody's
what doesn't
everybody's got a
hurt
sob
doesn't kill
story. You
you.
know what I mean? I live by that, so I try not to make myself feel special or act like I had it worse or anything like that. I don't talk about it much, but yeah, uh, sort of what got me here.
Yeah. Hey, they say whatever doesn't kill you only makes you stronger,
Makes me
right?
stronger,
So,
yeah, for sure.
hey, so I'm sure you can fight a lot of adversity at this point. And so, I mean, where did what kind of let me ask you this: what kind of music did you grow up on? Like, what kind of music were you listening to as a
Man,
young
I
man?
grew up on '90s country and '90s hip hop, both
Okay.
equally. Um, Being around my grandparents, I got a lot of soul and rock and roll. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but being around my father, it was a lot of older country, a lot of old school rap. Um, and then I want to say around the time I turned 7 or 8 years old, my dad found hickhop.com is what it used to be. And that was like the
Oh,
birth of country rap after you. Because, like, in my opinion, I feel like Pimp C created country rap because he was the first person to ever truly come out and say, like, yeah, if I had to say anything, I wouldn't say I'm a country rapper. He said it in an interview. And
yeah,
and then after that, you got like Bone Thugs and shit like that. Uh, but when the country rap really started to become a movement of sorts, it was hickhop.com, and my dad was listening to that. And
yeah,
I remember riding to a baseball game, listening to Big Smoke, Moccasin Creek, and shit like that when I was 8, 9 years
yeah.
old. And that's
Hey,
it's been that
I did an
it's been that
interview.
from there, you know.
I did an interview with Moccasin Creek, man. He's Jeff McCool.
Yeah,
He was
Jeff
cool with that.
McCool. Yeah, that's a
Cool.
good dude. He's
He's,
good people.
yeah, great dude. Real guy. Good, real good guy, man, for sure, man.
OG too. He's an OG in the country rap,
Yeah.
man.
No, no,
He's one of those
OG for
people that
real.
started this shit, founded it, all that.
And that's dope
He was part of
that you
something.
know that.
It was the Double Wide Boys, man. It was him and Bottleneck, the Double Wide. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, see? Hey, you know your history. That's good, man. You definitely got to know your history, you know where
Yeah,
you're
man.
going.
Yeah.
Indeed, indeed. So what kind of made you what pulled you in? What's made you feel like, man, I gotta be part of this?
Man, I kind of dabbled in music in middle school and high school, and I was good at it. I would freestyle at parties and shit, or like if we were just stacked up in the car, drinking and smoking, trying to get away from the house, hiding from parents and shit like that. Uh, just kind of freestyling on some stupid shit, but I was kind of good at it. It wasn't until
Yeah,
I found a rough spot in my life, and I I wanted to make a conscious decision, a whole lot of skills. And I had to acknowledge that for myself. And what it came down to is, I need another way to spend my time. I need extra money in the way that I'm spending my extra time. And it's either this or digital scales. And I was already facing repercussions from my decisions prior. So I was like, you know
yeah,
what? I'll go for it. I'll try it. And I wasn't doing it on anything too serious. So I wrote a quick verse. I put it up on TikTok. I woke up the next morning. That TikTok was at 53,000 views.
Whoa.
And FJ Outlaw liked it. Mike Bama liked it. Mike Bama hit me up. And he was like, hey, man, I don't know if you're taking this serious. I don't know if you realize the talent you got. But I highly, highly recommend that you go to a real studio and actually make music because you have some skills.
Okay.
Um, and I did that, and it's here we are, and
Damn.
that was two
Okay.
years ago.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. That's fire, man. And so that kind of gave you kind of the confidence to be like, man, I'm about to just continue doing this, huh? At this point.
Yeah, man, because I had listened to Mike Bama and FJ Outlaw just to see that they had acknowledged that there was some skill in it, and it wasn't just I didn't have people just blowing smoke in my eyes or gassing me up, like that I actually had some considerable talent. I was like, okay, I'll take a shot at it. And I took the last bit of my paycheck. I bought an hour of studio time. I went in there. I busted it out because I rehearsed it for a week before I got there. So I didn't fuck up, didn't waste any of my
Hmm.
studio time.
There you
And
go. Hey, that's right.
that
You got
song, it's a
hey.
song that I absolutely despise. I hate listening to my first song, but that song got up to like 8.4 thousand views on YouTube and kind of birthed my fan base. And
Yeah. I
yeah,
hear you.
man, it all started off of just hope and a dream, really.
Hmm. Wow, man, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
And so, what kind of push did you go to the studio after that and start recording, or?
yeah, man. I think after that first experience in the studio, granted, the guy that I was working with, he wasn't very experienced with the genre that I was shooting for, but he did a damn good job
Ah,
at it. Uh,
I feel you.
and it was a first for me and him. and I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't know nothing about hi hats and reverb and all this.
Oh,
I didn't know nothing
yeah.
about that. So I was just, I went in there, I did my thing, and I was praying to God that He knew how to do His. And I don't know, just the feeling of being in that booth, man, just like right there on that mic. It's
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It triggers something in me where I black out and I just do my shit, and it comes natural. I don't get nervous. I've had conversations with people about like before I went on big stages, even Redneck Rave. Larry Del Reed asked me if I was nervous, and I was like, nope, no, I'm not.
No,
And
I hear
I
you
feel
though.
like I was born. I feel like I was born for it, dude. Because when I get to the steps of that stage, it's like I blink my eyes and I'm ready to go, dude. I don't need nothing else.
Okay, so you like to perform, huh?
Yeah, I love it, man. I love making the crowd cheer. I love people singing my music. I love that people take my music in directions I didn't anticipate it going, and they use it for healing, or they use it for an ability to escape. Whatever it's for. I don't
Mm.
mind. It's just the fact that there's love for my creativity and the amount of pain that it took to get to this point. People appreciate that. They appreciate it with the love for the music. That's all I need.
Wow. Hey, that's dope, man. That's dope. I love a good performer. If you can't perform, I feel like it's not even you're kind of not really you're not really a rapper. You know what I'm saying? You can't really hold it down and put it down on the stage and really just show everybody that you got a little confidence. Yeah, what Rihanna say? You need more people. I don't believe you.
Shit.
Uh-oh, did I lose him? Oh, we lost him, y'all. We're gonna bring him back. We're gonna bring him back. There we go. He's back.
My fault, bro.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. All right. So now what what did I know you kind of talked about like you moving around and stuff as a kid. Like how did that affect you, and even how did that kind of even affect your music and how you kind of what you talk about in your music and the things that you've been through in life.
That's a good question, man. I think that a lot of the moving around that I went through helps a lot with my versatility. It might sound like weird, but the fact that I always had to adapt and overcome at a younger age, and I was going new schools and shit like that, new people all the time, bouncing back and forth from one house to the other, different environment from different environment. It gave me the ability to become a chameleon to the situation, I guess would be the best way to put it. But that also comes into play when I'm making my music, because there's not a left there's not anything that is a curveball too much for me. Um, of course, like we've all heard those beats where it's just like an immediate turn off. You can't do anything with it because it's just that kind of beat. But
Yeah,
I don't walk away from any kind of challenge when it comes to music.
I feel you.
I have different writing styles and different flows and pockets. Uh, yeah, I think it helps with versatility because I was forced to adapt. I was forced to change how I operate in order to fit, work with the program.
Yeah.
And I feel like that helps with my music just because I'm able to adapt and I'm not able, I don't have to turn away from a beat. I can be picky. I am really picky, but if I have to work on that beat, if that's the only option, I'm not gonna turn away from that challenge. I will rise to the occasion, or I'll
I
damn
feel
well
you on
try.
that. At least try to get it in though. I feel it though, man.
Right.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, so let me ask you, what would you kind of classify your sound as? Are you fully just a country rapper, or like
Man,
what do you classify yourself as in terms of somebody said, What is
I
your
think I
sound?
classify myself as a recording art, like a professional recording artist. The only reason I say it
Okay.
that way is because, I can do the country on a pop level or an older style level. I can do the hip hop on a modern level or an older style level, whether that be 90s or 2000s, however you want to, like just certain flow patterns and uh, syllable counts. Like old school rap is very based on the boom bap, like you're rapping directly to the beat, and it's a simple beat. It's kick drum and
Yeah.
whereas the more modern shit, you have you want to sound like the beat, I guess, would be the modern shit. Like these rappers kind of wean their voice and they add the auto tune so that it matches the beat rather than them being on beat.
I
and
hear you.
and so
I
it's a
do
different kind of
understand.
craft. You don't have to agree with it, but it's a different kind of craft. And so
No,
it's like I feel like
you're right.
I have the ability to do rock and roll, rap, country, and all these different styles, as well as alternative. I can hit like a Teddy Swims pocket a little bit. So I don't want to box myself into one thing. I would just say that I'm a professional recording artist, and if I'm not the best at anything, but I can try for anything, and I'll do it well. I won't be the best.
No,
I don't think I'll be the best every time, but I will do it pretty fucking well.
no, I feel it. Now, who would you what would be who would you say is your biggest musical influence, especially as a coming up as a young man and then kind of crafting your style? What's your biggest musical influence? You would say?
Man, as far as hip hop, all in all, probably Ti.
I hear
Ti
you.
is a heavy
I,
influence.
can- I,
Like
can- I can hear that. I can hear that in your
my whole
flow too.
family's from like South Atlanta, and he was always just Zone 3. He was representing South Atlanta, and my dad
Yeah,
listened to him a lot. And I don't know, I kind of like that grimy, blunt delivery, and I know
yeah.
that I take from that a lot too.
Even your flow too, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that. It reminds me of that older tip flow. You know what I'm saying? No, I definitely, I feel you. As soon as you say that, I'm like, yeah, I feel it. I feel it. Like that, even that down in Alabama, that's like it's kind of like that in that same kind of vein. I like that though, man. That's dope.
Oh yeah.
You say tip, yeah. Man, I love Ti. Boy, he's definitely a legend in the game, man. Definitely a legend. Now, when you first started kind of doing the music, did you were you kind of part of a crew or you solo? What was kind of
I was
what was your
solo,
thing?
man, and for the most part, I have been solo. Um, as far as like being around other artists and stuff like that, I definitely started by myself. I had a couple of friends that were within the music scene, like as reactors and shit like that. Uh, but I was the only artist that I knew for a minute, and I didn't have any way of, you know, uh, I guess communicating with new artists because I didn't know how to find them. And then I met Vic XL. Shout out to Vic XL. He runs Country Rap Report and Riding Dirty Radio.
Okay,
Um, and I did an interview with Vic, and that interview gave me a lot of connections and communications that I didn't have before. Um, and so from there, I started finding out about Triple T, and I found out about Raj through Triple T, and I found out about TJ Sanders through Triple T, and that's how we kind of cooperated the River Mud Records 3. It was me, TJ Sanders, and Raj Wax. And
okay,
TJ decided to go his own way, and we both totally supported it. TJ's a dope artist. If y'all haven't listened to him, definitely go check him out. But I was actually a guest judge when Raj Wax and Cartoon Bondurant went against each other in the rundown, and I gave the round to Cartoon because truth be told, they both sent in whack songs. Like they both could have done better, but they're homies.
yeah,
So I gave it to Cartoon, but then I turned around that night and I hit up Raj and I was like, "Look, man, I fuck with both of y'all, and for the fact that I let Cartoon, I was the deciding vote that Cartoon went to the next round. I want to do a song with you." and I want you to be the next person that I work with. And from that came one of a fan favorite, "Stuck in My Ways" with Raj Wax. It's a great song,
Yeah.
and it is one of the first songs that I sang a hook on. I don't rap whatsoever on that song.
Oh, okay. Okay. So is that when you kind of feel like, yeah, I can be I can sing on these songs? Is that kind of your breakout situation with the
That
singing?
was definitely a turning point. Yeah, because I was not confident in how it sounded. I thought it sounded terrible, and it took some growing into it. Um, let's see, how do I pull this up? Um,
And for all you guys who don't know about the rundown is a production through Triple T, and he does this production. It's a YouTube music competition where people go head to head with their with musics with music that they've created on their own, and independent artists. They go head to head every week and compete, see who has the best song. So yeah, man. And Lindo, how many times you been on the rundown, Lindo?
man, I did it. The time that you were a judge on there was the only time that I did it. Me and
Okay.
Triple T actually got off to a little bit of a rough start, and it was more of miscommunication mixed in with people giving bullshit information. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
But it took me having to talk to Triple T. I think
Yourself,
we
huh?
actually had the conversation on a live stream, but I talked to T and I told him what my frustrations were, and he explained it. You know, like he didn't downplay what I was talking about. He more so was like, "Oh, I can understand why you would feel that way, but let me explain the
Yeah,
backstory for here and the backstory for here." And I took a day. I did my own research. Not just gonna take his word
yeah,
for it. And then, uh, it turned out that he was right. He was being honest, and from that point, I've respected him since. He's a good
yeah.
dude.
I feel like in that community a little bit. A lot of times people be trying to kind of spark things. Like when there's a small misunderstanding, other people will try to like put a little salt in the game just to make it worse instead of trying to fix it. I feel like a lot of people do that sometimes. And you're like, come on, man. Instead of trying
Right,
to tell the person to fix it or help fix the situation and kind of tell people misinformation to make them mad. I don't know, but
right. Well, and then my old lady, she does a really good job at like keeping me level. Like in situations like that, I used to get really, really, really heated, really, really, really fast,
I already
and I
know.
start wilding out. But
Yeah,
she has she's about the only person on this planet, maybe besides my mother, maybe, but the way she can sit down and get me to listen and get me to understand things, or the way
no,
the way
I
she
already know.
words it, I don't know. She's working some kind of magic, but it's to a
No,
point where I can calm down. I'll understand. I'll listen and
that's
start
because
having
that's
uh
because you that's because you
more
love her. That's all.
constructive thought rather than
That's
destructive thought.
and she loves you because that's. I've been married for
And
20
she
years
puts up with
now,
my
so
shit, man. I love her to death. Yeah.
yeah, my wife's the
Um,
same way.
the song
I'm
that
a
I
light.
recorded today is a song that I wrote about her, as well as
Okay,
Last Laugh. Last Laugh is about her as well.
okay, that's dope, man. See, hey, that's love. See, that's real love right there. When you're writing songs, you know, you
Man, she's
got
gonna
that
get an
emotion.
album. She's gonna get an album out of me, dude. I already got an album written, dog. Damn near.
I love that, man. Hey, shout out to you on that, man. Shout out. I love that, man. That's love, man. For real. And like I said, I know I've been married for 20 years, and my wife, she's like you said, the only
The
one that can
roof, bro. Hell
make
yeah.
you
And see,
say,
that's where I'm trying
"All
to
right,
get. I'm
I'm gonna
trying to
calm
get
down, be cool."
it. Yeah, it's a good bond, man. It's a good bond when I don't know when somebody can put that fire out. You know, it's not
No,
many
no,
people that can do it.
no, I
But
hear you. I know exactly what you. I know exactly
she
what
can
you
do
mean,
it though.
man.
She's good at calming
Yeah.
me down, man. I feel like I don't know if I was a bullet, she could stop it. She can
Yeah,
stop
no, I
that
feel you.
motherfucking bullet. You know what I mean? That's how she's
Uh,
coming. But she's got 2 songs out of me so far that have been recorded. But I mean, there's several written.
we said got
Um,
a couple more in the bag.
shit, yeah, man. She about got an EP, a solid EP.
All right, man. Hey, so let me ask you this. So, just speaking of this music thing, man. So I know you say you working with Raj Wax, man, and so how's that going? What you guys have some stuff cooking up? You got an album that y'all working on, or some
Man,
singles, or what y'all got going?
so me and Raj, we work really closely on the business level and the personal level. You know, me and Raj are really good friends. Um, and we have 2 songs together. Working harder and then stuck in my ways. Stuck in my ways is definitely the better performing one. Um, but for the most part, you know, Raj has his own style, and he goes for the sad or deeper kind of shit. And I have tried and tried, and that I think that is one of the main things that I struggle with is hitting
Mm,
that sentimental, like
yeah,
dark pocket. You know, like I
yeah,
can talk about the love, I can talk about how much I love her, and you know, but hitting that, you know, I'm the type of person where in order for me to write that, I have to relive that.
yeah,
And Raj is comfortable with being in that mental, or maybe he already is. You know, I don't know, man. I don't really get into
yeah,
Raj's head like that. But I know that I can't. I get
yeah.
into a point where I start to relive it. I start to feel those same emotions again, and I go into a really dark place that I
Yeah,
do not need to be in.
yeah,
So
I sometimes I say that too. Like I'd be like, I even with honestly, who I think is a dope artist is SMG Jimmy, but his songs be so heavy, man, and
yeah, man. I
I'd
love
be
the
like, bro,
songs, man.
how does it? I'd be like, bro, like when I'm in the studio, I'd be turned up, and I'm like, and I'd be like,
Right,
you got. I'm sure those sessions are like real low key and kind of like I would think they would be, I don't know, just the energy would be different. I don't know.
right.
I never really made those type of songs either when I was rapping. I never made
It's
those.
I like music that makes people feel better. You know, like I'm not downplaying anybody who makes sad music, because there's things out there
It's,
for that, and people
but
use that. That's
no, but
healing. You know what I mean?
no, the people need that. Sometimes people need
Right.
that to help them. So
But
I actually look at it as great.
me as an individual, I feel like I will backstep myself in order to try to bring that.
I
You
feel you.
know, like to put
Yeah,
myself back in that headspace is a dangerous thing to be doing. Because I
no,
mean,
you're right.
I got addicted to drugs real early on. A lot of that moving around came with making bad friends, making bad choices. You know how it goes.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
so, you know, the last thing I want to do is backstep. We
Yeah,
trying to keep
man.
moving forward. You know what I mean? We got
I
goals.
definitely hear you on that. I definitely hear you on that though. That's real talk. Because like I said, I was actually had brought that up to Jimmy one time. We was talking on the show, and I was like, damn, ain't it kind of hard to constantly be like in that state of having to, because it's hard to. I mean, if you authentically, if it sounds that real, it's usually you're in that state of mind. You know what I mean? Like, I think if
Right.
you're not in that state of mind, it just sounds contrived or whatever, sounds made up.
I
And
feel like if you've been through a certain amount of pain, you can summon that. And
yeah,
I can summon that, but not everybody can handle that feeling. But if you
yeah, and
can handle that feeling, chances are you have grown comfortable to that feeling quite often. And that says a lot about that individual. So I got a lot of respect for Raj. I got a lot of respect
yeah.
for Jimmy. They fucking, you know what I mean? I
They,
can't hate.
I can't do it.
Dogs and me,
Like I said,
man. I can't record that kind of shit.
I'm because I like to go to the studio with a little sippy sip with too. So if you get to
Right.
sipping and you get in that mind state, you really going down that
100%.
sinkhole. Like,
Well,
yeah,
I feel like a studio, I don't know. For me, making music is, God, I need to word this so I don't sound crazy as fuck. To me, it's like if it's ritual. It's ritual to make music. It's
no,
you
hey,
know,
it
like
is.
you're bringing all these sounds together and these harmonies, and you're creating something that can touch souls and hearts, and can affect people's lives or how they think or how they view the
No,
world. Like there is a
It's
lot of
ritual.
power in these sounds and these noises, man. So you have to be very, very aware of what you're doing. You have to
Oh
be
yeah.
very, very aware of the mood that you're in when you're doing it, because people are gonna
Oh
feel
yeah.
that and they're gonna carry that shit.
No, honestly, I remember my mom said to me one time, like, you literally created this off a blank piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just a blank piece of paper there, and you created a whole song and an album, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, and like you said, it's powerful. It's ritual.
Yeah, man.
It's spiritual. It's in your soul because it's coming from your soul. It ain't coming from nowhere else but your soul. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel you on that, man. So let's talk about the song "Last Laugh" because we're gonna get a chance to play it as well. What's "Last Laugh," man? Break that song down for me.
Man, so Last Laugh. So okay, I'll keep it a buck with you. So Last Laugh, you know, I was in a heated discussion with my old lady, and it was regarding her baby dad. And I was like, you know what? If I can't say my piece to this man, I'll just write it. I'll just write it down. And I was being a smart ass for real, but I went down and I wrote a fucking banger. So that shit is hard. Because I was like, you know what? I don't want it to just be hateful. I want it to be something where when she listens to it, she feels good about being with me. She feels good about leaving that fool in the dust. You know what I mean? So it's like it's an empowering song for my woman and the situation that we're in, being a new couple and being proud of that part, you know, having haters and saying fuck them, you know, just balling out, being bosses. So that's what it's all about, man.
That's what it's all about. Okay, well, check this out, man. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna actually do a run the song. Let the people that's in the chat hear the song "Last Laugh." Okay, so
hell yeah. I hope they love it.
Indeed. So we're gonna get into this. Last Laugh.
And baby, get your bag back. And now you got your flashback. Had some trouble, but you passed that. Come on, little mama, let's go get the last laugh. Hey, and baby, get your bag back. And now you got your flashback. Had some trouble, but you passed that. Come on, little mama, let's go get the last laugh. Ay, I wanna grip it and hold it. Mama, let me get up in it. I'ma bend it and fold it. You know it. Ay, the way she hypnotized mine. Well, she hypnotized mine. Oh my, that's fine. Ay, the way you fit in them jeans. Girl, for that I'm a fiend. Think you got what I need. Ay, hold on, this ain't a drug you can wean. I can tell from what I'm seeing, you the girl of my dreams. Ay, I can see from how she walked in the club. She could get a little rowdy, she ain't giving a fuck. All you fellas hella lame, so she leaving with us. So just a shaking that bubble all the way to the truck. And when we ride out, little mama gon' find out what it's like to feel the euphoria back in my house. Hey, we gonna party all night till the sunrise, ride it just right, alright. And baby, get your bag back. And now you got your flashback. Had some trouble, but you passed that. Come on, little mama, let's go get the last laugh. Hey, and baby, get your bag back. And now you got your flashback. Had some trouble, but you passed that. Come on, little mama, let's go get the last laugh. I can see that you that bad type. Shorty on that nut up, but shut up and get a bag right. Hey, I can see that he mad, cause you growing, living better while I'm gripping that ass. And I'm hearing that your baby daddy missing that ass. But she ain't even tripping, leave that trick in the past. She wanna wild out, put some drink in her glass. Casadores, Casamigo, Don Julio smash. Hey, she make it jiggle, then she laugh at it. You ain't been seduced by a woman that's looking back at it. Dag nabbit, having you at it like you a crack addict. Bad habit, jumping and jolting like I'm a jackrabbit. Bomb pussy, but I showed up and brought me a flag jacket. Grab at it, mama is spicy like she a sauce packet. Hey, young buck with an age bracket, but she loving how I attack it. We make it racket, mama. And baby, get your bag back. And now you got your flashback. Had some trouble, but you passed that. Come on, little mama, let's go get the last laugh. Hey, and baby, get your bag back. And now you got your flashback. Had some trouble, but you passed that. Come on, little mama, let's go get the last laugh.
Oh shit, I can't hear you, man.
Oh wow, that was bouncy, bro. I like that.
There we go.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
man. Yeah.
nice. That's a nice little bouncy song too, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That song was definitely giving me Saint Lunatics vibes. Like, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
You got a nice little flow too, man. You just giving, yeah. I was liking that,
And I'll be
man.
throwing some bars in there too. A lot of people don't catch.
All
Like,
right. Yeah,
I
no,
I threw in a bar about hypnotize.
yeah, no. I was catching you. You had a nice little rhyme, and the flow was nice. Yeah, man. Hey,
I'll do my
stick.
little thing.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, bro.
Hey,
I appreciate
I'm at this point. Hey, I'm gonna just tell you like this. This is what people don't understand is the thing that makes somebody special is that you're different than everybody else, right? So you already kind of got two songs you said talking about your girl, right?
it. Right.
So why don't you just stick to the girl lane? Because who else is doing that in the country rap?
For real. No real talk. And see, this is the thing too. The response to it is really, really, really good. Because I bring her up on stage with me. And she's right behind me, and I'll turn around and I'll spit the lyrics to her. You know what I mean? People love
You know,
that shit, man. Look,
no,
loyalty's
listen,
lost these days, and to be
I'm,
so public with it and to be so outward with it.
hey, I didn't want to say nothing, but the chat was going crazy. Some females in there right now fighting over you and all this other stuff. And
Yeah,
listen,
man.
but
Yeah, that's
and
why I did make it a point to bring up my old lady, man, because
I know how
I
it
got
goes.
me
But
one.
listen,
I'm solid.
but
I'm
see, but
solid.
listen, that's what I'm saying. So you could confidently go out there and do something that other dudes ain't willing to do. You feel me? Because everybody gonna talk about the bull. You can still talk about the bull, but also,
Right.
as Nelly, hey, Nelly took a whole lane. He was still rapping with everybody else. He was doing grills, but he's also doing with my boo.
Right. Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, see, here's the beauty of it, bro. Here's the beauty of it is that I can get so in depth and just talk about the nature of our relationship. You know, when we go to shows and shit. Like Rich Regal stop dead in his tracks and just like start watching us, and he'll be like, "Man, I ain't seen something that genuine in a minute." You know what I mean? That shit's nice to see, especially at an
Man.
event like this around folks like this. You know, it's good, man. It's good to see something that's so natural and so healthy. And you know, I've had judgment on the type of song that I wrote about her, but what people don't know is that was the last song that I wrote about her. You know, everything else came first. End of the road. I got a song about called Your Eyes. I got another one called Thigh Shake. Um, just a whole plethora of different things. Some of it's bedroom music, some of it's love songs, some of it's like party music. But
Hey,
nonetheless, it's I'm making music about the energy that she makes me feel, the energy that she gives me, and I reciprocate. So it's it sounds real because it is real, and
I hear
it's
you.
consistent because it's about one person. You know what I mean? I'm not out here Taylor Swift in it, fucking every X is an album type deal. I want to stick to mine. I want to make music about mine. But also I like to make music about my past, which is where Larry Bird comes in, and down in Alabama comes in. Where I'm talking about
Yeah.
some of the grind I've done and been through. So I can hit all those corners in that box, but I'd rather not be in a box to begin with.
I hear you though, man. I definitely feel you on that, bro. That's dope. That's really dope, bro. Like I said, I like that song, and I like the fact that you're willing to just, what I'm saying, like be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times people try to like put on airs and try to be somebody that they're not, man. And, hey, listen, if you can stand on who you are and what you do and what you about, man, and that's really all you can do, man. Now, so let me ask you a question. Since you say you got your girl, you have any kids? You got family,
Yeah,
mom,
man. So I
dads?
got I got 6 kids total. I have 3 bonus
Okay.
babies through her, that are 12, 10, and 8, and then I got my own 3 that are also girls, and we got 5, we got 2, and then we got on the way.
Oh, okay. Okay. All
I
right.
got 6 girls total.
Right, man. Sound like you got a lot of things on your plate there, player.
Man, hey, look, I love it. The kids, I've always been good with kids, and I think I was given a lot of girls to have in my life, a lot of women because I needed to calm the fuck down. You know,
Yeah.
I
No,
needed
I
to
hear you.
soften the fuck up a little bit or a
Yeah.
lot of it.
A lot of it,
Um,
huh?
so yeah, I just I take it with a grain of salt, dude. And plus, um, my I have a my oldest child has autism, and so
Okay.
she's definitely different, but she's a sweetheart and
Yeah.
taught me a lot about a different kind of fatherhood, how to be more gentle, and I learned
Yeah.
that pretty early on. I think that really took me down a few notches.
I feel you.
Being a parent of autism is definitely different. It's a learning process. I had to
Yeah.
be patient. Had to be way more patient than the average bear. Um, and I
Yeah.
think that really helped in me being the kind of bonus dad that I am to her kids as well as the children that I have of my own.
Yeah, man. Hey, I love that, man. I love that, man, because that helps you cultivate um, your music as well. Just being a well-rounded person that has family and love around you. I think that helps just with the way you can
Yeah.
write and the way you can express yourself. That's dope, man. Damn, and it's a whole bunch of girls around there, man. How's that, man? How's that how's
Hey
that
man, I'll
working
tell
out?
you what. The 12-year-old has a boyfriend. That's definitely it makes me bite down hard a little bit. You know what I mean? But
Get the
it's good. They met
shotgun.
at church. They met at church. So he's a good
Okay,
kid and
okay,
everything.
okay,
He's a good kid.
okay.
But
I heard that.
it's I know that time is coming for every single one of them that is behind her, and
Oh,
that's some scary shit. That's some
hey,
scary,
well,
scary, scary shit.
well, being an old guy, it's a little bit older than you, I'm sure. I would just say what I've seen in life and all these years that I've been alive is that you're going to be the example of who she who she likes, honestly. So whatever she sees in you, that's what she's going to see in the all of them. That's what they're all going to see in the
I
man
hope it's the healed
that they
version, dog.
choose.
I hope it's the better
It's gonna be the hill version
version.
because that's the only version that they see, man. I tell you that too. It's like when you truly healed,
Yeah,
and I can tell that you definitely have a good spirit. So when you truly healed, they only see the good parts. You know what I'm saying? Like even if they hear about the bad parts, it's like, oh, it doesn't that doesn't count. You know what I mean? It's when you are a healed person and you really just
hey,
change your
I try to
honestly.
be better every day. I do that with the help of uh, my woman that I have sitting in front of me. Uh,
I hear you.
it's we growing every day, man. We growing every day. I be learning shit
Every
about
day.
myself every day too. Like have you ever gotten to a point where you're trying to catch yourself on your own bullshit and you realize how much you have to check yourself? You're like, God
Hey,
damn,
listen.
bro, you got a
Yeah,
fucking
like,
problem. Like you like
yeah,
talking to yourself. I
yeah.
finally gotten to a point where not only have I had that experience, but I'm tired of having that experience where I'm like, dude, you need to
I feel
fucking
you.
tighten up, dude.
You like, damn. I see why they tired of my ass. No,
Yeah,
I know
well, she
exactly what
stays
you
on my
mean, man.
ass too. She's the type make sure I drink my water and take my vitamins, and she takes
Hey,
care of me.
that's
She
right, man.
she
That's
stays on my
hey,
ass in a good way.
and that's good, man. See, and that's what we all need. All men need that in your life, man. You know, you need
Yeah,
some. You need to be in the right mindset too, though, to appreciate a woman like that as well, though. So I'm
right,
glad
man.
you
But
that's where
yeah,
you at.
it's like having a second backbone. You can handle more on your shoulders with the right woman on you.
Yeah, man. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever released a full have you ever released a full album, a full music project ever?
Yeah, yeah. It's called In the Beginning, and it was a collaboration album. So every song on there has a feature where I worked with another artist, just because I started working with a bunch of people really early on, and I had no anticipation of doing that. So I was like, let me go ahead and get all these out of the way, kind of
Mm-hmm.
situation, and drop a collab EP, um, which worked out pretty good. It worked out better than I expected. Uh, the biggest song on there is the one with me and Raj, "Stuck in My Ways." But there's also Larry Bird featuring Zach Spade. There's Copper Lines featuring Colt Montgomery. We got Run That featuring Hard Target. So there's some
Okay.
major bangers on there, and then we have Mud Rain with T.J. Sanders, which is a song made specifically for the Redneck Rave.
Okay. And is this all on your Spotify or
Apple, Spotify,
Apple?
YouTube. Yeah. It's called In the
Okay. Yeah.
Beginning, and I
In
named
the
it that
beginning.
just because this is all of the relationships and shit that I had built with these people in the beginning. This is
In the
all,
beginning.
it's a timeline of stuff. So,
Okay, okay, man. That's dope, man. Now let me ask you a question. Where did you even come up with the name Big Mendo?
man, so there's a good story behind that. I was the manager. I was the store manager of one of the biggest smoke shops in the state of Georgia. It was
Hmm.
the Athens location of Cloud Nine Smoke and Vape Company, and
Okay.
it was a three-story smoke shop.
Hmm.
Um,
Damn.
there was a lot of police stings and stuff because Georgia is not a legal state, so you have to be very careful doing glass sales and stuff like that. It's a three-story building just full of paraphernalia, so you have to be very very careful. So we would
Yeah.
have stings and undercovers and stuff like that come in. So we didn't use our real names. We didn't use our real names. So as manager, um, I chose the name Mendo after my favorite strain, which is Mendo bread.
Oh, okay.
So my original name was C9 Mendo for Cloud Nine Mendo, and then once I left the company, I dropped the C9 and kept Mendo.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. See, that's dope.
Oh
That's
yeah,
dope. That's, wow. Shit. How was that job? How was that? Did you like that?
yeah. I've had a lot of confusion too. Like Vic XL, he told me straight up, he was like, "Man, we thought you were a Hispanic country rapper because we thought Mendo was for Mendoza." And I was like, "Oh
I feel
no,
you.
I'm just a stoner. Sorry about it, dog."
And I could actually see that too, though. Where Big Mendo,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, he thought it was for Mendoza. And the video that was used to discover me, I was pretty tan, so it kind of added up. I was like, "No, man, I just smoke a lot of weed."
He said,
So
sorry.
yeah.
That's crazy, man. All right, so making your music, man. Break down what's your process in the studio? What's your musical process? How
Process
do
in the
you?
studio is pretty cut and dry, bro. I go in. I've had pretty good chemistry with everybody that I've worked with so far, so it's not I haven't had any trouble, I would say, with any engineers or producers. But usually when I go in there, I already have it, written and rehearsed and stuff like that. I can sing
Okay,
the hook or rap the hook without having to look at the phone and stuff. I might have to whip out my phone to check lyrics here and there, but outside of that, I usually do my verses in one take, and then I'll layer it up. I
hey,
do my hooks normally in one take, and then I layer it up, or I'll do a three-stack harmony, ad lib, and piece it together. Uh, but I go in, I do my thing, and I get out, man. I treat it like it's a 9 to 5. I go in, I do my shit. I don't really do too much chilling or smoking or anything. I go in, I hit the booth, and then we sit there for 30 minutes watching it get mixed. And
yeah,
I'll say, oh, we should probably bring this down, bring this over, add some reverb here, and I usually buy an hour at a time, and I knock it out pretty well in an hour.
okay, okay. So you doing it the old school way because
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
how we
hundred
used to have
percent.
to do it old school. Is you better come with your verse ready to go, or you gonna get xed off the song, the whole nine. So no, I definitely
Right,
understand.
man. Well, and I've had to be in the booth with just in time. I recorded a song with Chop just in time, Larry Del Reed, and Chop just walked in, recorded the hook, and then Justin already had his verse written, so he went up there, and in the time that it took for Chop to record the hook and Justin to record his verse, I had written my verse right there in about
Yeah.
15 minutes, and then I spit my shit, and we were done out of there. So,
Hey. Yeah. People like that too, man. I think that bodes well. So anybody out there that's working with somebody, especially working with other people, man, make sure you're very efficient. Because people don't like
right,
when you got to do it
100%.
100 times. They're like,
You got to really
yeah,
do this. That's what I had to
yeah,
tell
you
one of
got
my
to really
buddies.
do
I
it.
was like, don't step into the wrong room and let yourself be shown how much you really ain't about it. Because
Yeah,
if you
man.
really doing this shit, don't put on a front like you can do all this and you can do all that, and then when the time comes, you freezing.
Man,
Because
for
I didn't
real.
even know Justin Time was gonna be there. I pulled up to record with Chop, and Raj was with me. And the next thing you
Oh,
know, Justin Time walk in, Larry Del Reed walk in, Fedora Mike walk in. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And then next thing you know, I'm writing a verse within 10, 15 minutes, getting it done. And it's probably one of my best verses, arguably.
damn. Hey, and that's the
Waiting on
other
that
thing
one to
too.
come out, man. Waiting on that shit.
That's the other thing too is when you got that spotlight, when you got that that moment, you gotta what they say opportunity meets preparation. Honestly,
Yes, man,
that,
absolutely.
that's
And I sympathize also with the idea of when you're around other creative minds, you can create better.
yeah. Oh, definitely,
Like,
bro.
bouncing energy off of each other, bouncing ideas off of each other, catching their
But
flow, and then them catching your
and it,
flow. I mean, yeah.
and then the competition of it all, like most of the time you
Right. It's like I'm
competitive.
finna outspit you all day
Yeah,
on this motherfucker right here,
don't let me hear your shit because I'm gonna make sure mine is better than yours.
Right. You fuck around and record your verse and have your homeboy turn around
Yeah,
and say, I'm gonna have to re-record my shit. Yeah.
like I said, I used to just try to wait around and let everybody else so I could hear your shit. Like, okay, I know what I gotta do.
Yeah, I don't like to set the tone. I like to come in and put a finisher on
Yeah,
it, motherfucker.
yeah, me too. That's what I always used to be, the guy that I want to try to finish it off. So yeah,
Hell
that's
yeah.
dope, man. So speaking of that, man, break down what this River Mud Records is, man. Break this down for us and kind of
Man,
explain
so
this
it's
to
a
the people.
it's an independent label um that I've started cultivating since I've been building this alongside my career and my name. Uh but what it basically just comes down to is it's a source. I want River Mud Records to represent something rather than represent people.
Hmm.
River Mud
That's
Records
dope.
is uh I want it to be a whole lot more than music. I want it to be film. I want it to be simple audio, photography,
Hmm.
um, you know, digital design, shit like that. I want it to be a whole lot further than just a simple independent label that is, running off of mud. I do want it to become something mainstream. I do want it to become something that takes a step out of this category into a greater value and
Hmm.
and hold public light. Like when country rap starts to become a mainstream thing, I want River Mud Records to be at the front line. I want to be taken seriously, and that's what I'm working towards.
I feel you on that though, man. So who's all part? Break it down there. Who's part of River Mud Records? What are you
Man,
guys?
so it's
What you
it's
guys got
me,
coming out?
Rod. It's me, Raj Wax. Of course, all of our family. That being, my old lady. Uh, just anybody who's helping. My mother-in-law. Just it's more of like a family thing. It's not like you're signed on and you're doing it with a pension and shit like that, because we're not there yet. It's more
Yeah.
doing it for the faith and belief of the fact that this can work, because it the best way I could explain it is when I sit down and I draw the plan out on paper, it's immaculate. And I have goals that are set in place to help me meet other goals that are also in place to help me meet a main goal.
Yeah.
And I slowly work towards all of these things all together, but it's, in this industry, it's a lot of enemies. I'm on my third time having to restart. Like, I did have a website. I did have uh, online available merch, blankets, shot glasses, stuff like that. I did have more money. I was making money off of my music and stuff like that. But there's certain songs that I've released that I can't even collect royalties on because my distributor account got hacked into. So now I can't access it.
Ah, oh,
Website got shut down because it was hacked into. Can't access it. And it was because I went through a separation with my baby mom, and she hacked all my shit, shut my shit down. My father also did the same thing when I told him I didn't want him to manage me any longer. He hacked into my
oh,
YouTube, deleted all of my music videos, and at this point down in Alabama I had like 86,000 views on YouTube, and I was almost to my goal of 100,000 views. And everything on my
oh,
channel got deleted. Uh,
damn.
so I'm on my third go round starting over, but this time I'm doing it right. I'm doing it calculated, and I'm doing it with the right people around me. But also with that, I'm coming with more of an army. I was very much by myself at those times, and now I'm not. I
No, I
do
hear
have
you.
genuine help. I do have genuine support. People who give a shit that are in my circle and in my immediate life. And that would go for uh, my old lady. Her mom is definitely a major help. Her kids are major motivators because they're the biggest fans ever, ever.
No, I hear you.
So I've got people
Sure.
that I got to make proud, and I got people I can't let down. And that's just within the household. That doesn't go for my friends like Chop and Rich Regal and Justin Time. These people that I have to constantly prove like, hey, I'm still here, I'm still working, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Making sure that these people know that I'm not just giving up, and I'm not letting all these swings at the knees take me down. So
Yeah, man. All right, listen, man. That's dope, man. Hey, listen. All I say is just keep pushing, keep working. At this
absolutely.
point, that's all you really can do. But I see you out here doing a lot and putting your name out here, man. I would just say, hey, start all over again, and really just like you said, contain it to yourself and maybe your girl. Maybe let her
Right.
where you all have it a contained situation where nobody can penetrate that situation no more. Because yeah, ain't nothing worse than having to start over, man. It's like
Yeah, man.
you
Well,
gotta.
it's also, you gotta. I'm starting to learn. I be saying the shit to be funny, but I'll be saying if you mind your business, you'll live longer. I say that shit to be funny, but on a real note, um, I feel like a lot of what has helped me get out of the bullshit is not being in the mix of people that be with the bullshit.
I feel you
So
on that too,
I stay out the way and I mind my business. I'm focusing on rebuilding because I can't rebuild while I'm having rocks thrown in my house. Like,
no, hell no. You can't be. Gotta get out of all of that. Leave the toxicity alone.
yeah,
I
man.
feel you on that. I feel that, brother. Definitely. Well, I'm glad that you regrowing your situation, and like I said, I'm sure as soon as you any new videos you have, I'm definitely down to
Oh
do
yeah, we
reactions,
gonna we
man.
gonna have another one. I think the next video, my old lady Alicia is going to shoot the one that we recorded today, just because it's
Okay.
Last Laugh is gonna have to be extravagant. I'm gonna need some club scenes. I'm gonna need a certain kind of camera if I want that to be a certain way. But End of the Road is one of those songs where I feel like having that slow cinematic scene, keeping it simple, really, and letting the song do the work would probably be the route for
Yeah.
this next one. So we'll be having some music video coming real soon.
Okay. Hey, that sounds dope, man. So yeah. So speaking of that, do you have any you and Raj got songs coming out, or you got anything you got any other music that you're gonna be dropping soon, or you got an album that
Yeah,
you
man.
maybe eyeing? Because what's the thing for the future? What's happening in this next 2026? There's a new year starting up, man. What you got going in 2026?
Man, well, it's definitely gonna be End of the Road. End of the Road is gonna be the next one. I also got let's see. I have one song that's playing with Raj. I have two songs that I'll be doing with Chop, which added on to what we already have. It's like four. So I think me and Chop will probably drop an EP at some point. With the direction that we're going. Um, I got a couple of songs with Colt Montgomery that still haven't been released yet.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Let me think. I think that's it right now as far as my features and stuff like that. And I've been more open in the past to doing the features, but I've been kind of kicked back doing my own thing, trying to get my stuff figured out. But I think once I get done recording the heap of songs that I have written, um, just in general, and the ones that I have for my old lady, just getting all of the stuff that I have piled up recorded. Once I do that, I think I'll start taking features again and doing features. I've had a handful of people ask me, um, but I'm too busy with trying to get my own stuff done,
I feel
because
you.
I
I
don't have
feel
a
you.
home studio. A home studio would definitely have me right, you know what I
Ah,
mean?
no,
But since
definitely.
I'm having to pay for the studio time because my studio equipment is still in Atlanta, and that's going to be a hefty shipping fee.
Yeah, yeah. That's a lot.
Right.
So damn, man. Well, hey, all I would say is just keep pushing, brother, because your music is good. I think you got a nice sound that can translate on a bigger level than just where you at right now. Honestly,
I
um,
appreciate it, man. I really do. I work hard
you,
at it, and I'm blessed to hear you say it. I didn't think I would get half as far as I have now, bro. Like at all. So
yeah, no, you
I'm
got a
with you
good
with that shit.
flow. You got a good flow, man. Like I said, I like your sound, and like I said, your voice got a good voice, good sound. Feel like just figure out that that thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need that
Right.
banger, that monster
Yeah,
banger.
man.
And
When
once
it
you get
happens,
that,
it happens. I'll know for sure.
yeah, yeah, no, you
I'll
gonna
know for
know.
sure.
You gonna know when it come out. When it comes out of you, you're gonna be like, oh, this is it right here.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
sure you got
100%.
you got it in you. You definitely got it in you, man. So I would say just keep recording, keep trying to do as much as you can. Keep your music out there, man. Because I think you got a thing. Are you getting back in the rundown? The new season?
Man, I'm thinking about it because it did motivate me to get songs done faster. I will
Mm-hmm.
say that. Um, I think the hardest part for me is I'm usually friends with all the fucking judges, man. Like, cause I know everybody at this point, and so it's like, damn, man, like that's how you feel, dog. That's how, you know. I
I
don't
would
know.
say
I love the
if I
rundown. I
was
think it was a really good motivational tool for me. So if I do it again,
yeah
it'll more so just be like get the muscle up rather than get the
yes.
win.
Hey,
But yeah,
and you
I
may
think
get
I'll
the
think
win.
about it for sure.
I say like this, man, because I was even saying, not that I'm trying to like change his show, but I feel like he should require at least once you get down to like the last 4 or 5 weeks that you gotta bring a new song. You can't even
Yeah,
bring
yeah,
no
I agree.
no old shit. You know what I'm saying? Just so because I felt like this competition, for at least this year, what I saw it, I felt like it was like a kind of like a battle of people's like, oh yeah, let's let's get better, let's get better, and I think everybody stepped up. All of y'all stepped up y'all game, man, and I felt like if y'all push each other again, even if it's the same group of people, push each other again to see who can come up with the best songs. That it does nothing but benefit you guys in the end because like I said, you'll have better songs, you'll make better music, you know,
Yeah,
eh,
man.
and his crowd is getting bigger, so you are exposing yourself to different people. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. Triple T's been doing the shit for a little hot
Yeah,
minute
yeah, man.
too, and
He,
he's got the Dog Pound reaction channel and he's got his home channel. And they both perform well, very very
very
well.
well, especially live. His live is crazy,
Oh yeah,
bro.
oh yeah. Dude. I've never seen
Dude,
400 people pile into a chat that
dude,
fucking fast, man.
I've seen superstars with 100 people. Like that's how they get.
That shit is
Like people that's
crazy.
on TV and in the movies and shit. 100 people on their live, bro. This he's steady 400. Like you be like,
Triple T
damn,
going live is
250.
somebody holding a piece of bread up to a bunch of seagulls and everybody just
Yeah,
rushing that mother.
man. So I say, man, I'm trying to get on his level when it comes to these lives, man. I'll be like, damn, This dude is killing
Yeah,
it.
nah, I
But
hear
yeah,
that.
man. But yeah, I would say I think all of y'all should get back in and go back up against each other, man. Because I think that pushes each other. I think y'all push each other, and I feel like every one of y'all can go to another level. At least make some money off this shit where y'all can live and get some good bread. You know, it's a lot of ways to make money. I don't know if you even know this. I just found this out the other day. You ever heard of because I do video, so I shoot videos and do all kinds of production and editing. You ever heard of this site called Pond 5?
I don't think so.
And this other website called Motion Array. You can do you can sync license your music on there
Sync
through those
licensing. Okay, I got you.
through those websites. It's called Pond
Okay.
5 and Motion Array. I didn't even know that, and because people use your music for their videos as well as some big production company may even want to use it for something. But might want to look into
So
that
that
as
makes
well,
it good
man.
for like. So if somebody uses it like an advertisement or a promo or something like that, you can clock your okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. And I don't know if you make beats or whatever, but if you make beats, you can do just instrumentals as well. All that, man. I just found this out the other day through these two websites, and they're actually pretty good sources.
The beats that I know how to make are with samples, and I got to get approved samples.
Yeah, you are definitely.
But I have a hookup to some samples through Motown Music.
Oh.
Through my stepfather. So I mean, that's definitely something to look into for sure.
Yeah, man. So I just like I said, I just happened to be on the internet, saw that the other day. I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting for somebody that has a catalog of music. You just kind of sync license your music
right
through those two websites, and don't take nothing but just to upload it.
So, hell yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you coming, brother. You know, it was great to just kind of get a chance to sit down, chop it up with you, because you know, I briefly got a chance to kind of just hear your music and just kind of see what you were, how you were musically. But it's good to kind of hear you talk and, you know, just kind of know the person behind the music, man. Definitely.
Yeah, man. I'm just a normal guy. I do my music thing. I like making people happy. I like making people turn up, you know. So that's what we're doing. That's what I'm here for. I'm just winging it, man. I didn't think I would make it this far, so we're out here doing the damn thing. Winging
He said, "I'm winging it."
Hell yeah.
I heard that, man. Yeah, I'm winging it. Hey, listen, and the crazy part is, as much as people try to act like it, almost everybody is winging it in real life, brother. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
So you know, almost everybody is winging it. We just try to, you know, most people try to pretend like they're not, but it's okay. But man,
yeah, man. Well, I'll tell you what. When we get off here, I'll shoot you the audio file of what we recorded tonight. A couple of hours ago. You can give it a listen off screen.
Yeah, give it a listen, and I'll definitely give you, critique and let you know what I think, man. Right now, we're gonna before we get out, we're gonna down in Alabama. We're gonna run that real quick, and then we'll come back and then do a little closeout. All right. So
all right, bet.
Let's check out this song, "Down in Alabama" by my man Big Mendo. Let's get it, y'all.
Down in Alabama, all the way to Tennessee. was sleeping around the park, leaning hard on the juice. Everybody got a country flow, everybody is a country rapper. Everybody got a cowboy hat with a belt buckle, so they looking dapper. But most of these boys just country cappers. They went from trapper to a fucking yapper. I heard that big block wasn't knocking, so we threw that bitch right in the crapper. Down in Alabama, all the way to Tennessee. Then you go back down to Georgia, you don't wanna fuck with me. We just big old country boys, and we making hella noise. Riding around in Tonka toys, you hear them super swampers roar. Down in Alabama, all the way to Tennessee. Then you go back down to Georgia, you don't wanna fuck with me. We just big old country boys, and we making hella noise. Riding around in Tonka toys, you hear them super swampers roar. Listen, G, I went down to Tennessee, trying to find a place to eat. Call up Seder for a P, he got them boys to shoot for free. So I grabbed my plate to go. Swamp Tree said just let me know. When y'all pull up to the door, I'll come out the side with smoke. Gas so stank can make you choke, so be careful how you tow. Pick up slap woods at the stove, that's gonna make it slap for show. Those are rolling out this truck, so if it's smoke then let me know. Pushing pack out for the low, and my home key's gonna blow. Popping tags, buddy, you won't catch me wearing Carhartt. I ain't got no fancy shoes, I bought these boots at Walmart. I ain't ashamed to be from nothing, man, that's where we all start. Everybody's life's a movie, ain't none of them Hallmark. Everybody's life's a movie, ain't none of them Hallmark. I ain't ashamed to be from nothing, man, that's where we all start. Down in Alabama, all the way to Tennessee. Then you go back down to Georgia, you don't wanna fuck with me. We just big old country boys, and we making hella noise. Riding around in Tonka toys, you hear them super swampers roar. Down in Alabama, all the way to Tennessee. Then you go back down to Georgia, you don't wanna fuck with me. We just big old country boys, and we making hella noise. Riding around in Tonka toys, you hear them super swampers roar, boy. You hear them super swampers roaring. Hey man, tell that man who was wearing all that jewelry to take that cowboy hat off, man. We know that's not who you are, man. Stop all that capping. Country rapping ain't country capping. God damn it.
Oh boy, hey, that thing bang though, bro. You had some dope ass bars in that shit. I like that Arm and Hammer line too, though. That's kind of fly.
Hey,
bro.
yeah.
Hey, that shit bang though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a lot of. I think. Let's see. I think the most common one that I get is people say the Nike bar. Do them shitty like it's Nike. How I flush them with the swoosh because the toilet swoosh and the double entendre are Nikes. Yeah, it's a lot of layers.
Yeah, you got some good shit in there though, man. That's why I say it's like you kind of was giving me on that one. I understand. I feel that T.I. kind of influence on that one. It kind of reminds me of some of the faster songs T.I. doing back in the day.
Yeah, man, especially on that second verse. I've heard it a lot. People say how I come in on that second verse is just like real grimy T.I. straight out of jail. Like
yeah, I like that, bro. That's fire, bro. That sounds good, man. I like that style too. So that's what I'm saying is you can have that style and then you can still kind of, have them lady songs, you feel me? And do something outside of what everybody, because ain't nobody else doing that, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, man, 50 Cent had many men and he had in the club and candy shop. All right?
Man, come on, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Y'all, hey, people underestimating the power of the Tupac. Tupac said it best. The ladies are the ones that spend the money. They're the ones that, so.
Real talk.
Dudes, he cool at all. The ladies is like, yeah, let me get his T-shirt.
Well, see, that's I mean, a lot of the reason that Morgan Wallen's gotten to where he's gotten is because he early on was advertising more to a female fan base, and then with that comes, these women, whether it's their boyfriend or their husband or their like whoever, if they want to go, if they're not paying for it, he's paying for it, and of course he's gonna come because he wants to have a good time too, and it just kind of grows from there.
Exactly.
Or she's listening to it and he'll go from I hate this shit to singing it on the way to work.
Man, come on, man. That's how it really be. That's the next thing you know, you liking it because you're like, damn, this is my song right here. So yeah, that's dope. So I say, man, don't shy away from that lane, player. That's a great lane to be in. So hey, man. So once again, I appreciate let everybody on here know what your get all your social media and so they know everything.
Man, it's Big Mendo on everything, man. It's Big Mendo on everything. YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Instagram, Facebook. Everything is Big Mendo. Check us out. Go follow River Mud Records on Instagram. Go follow River Mud Records on Facebook and YouTube. Um, yeah, we're on the come up, man. Y'all keep an eye out. 100%.
Yeah, man, for sure. I appreciate you for coming by, man. Like I said, hey, when you get new music, if you like, you can come by and premiere your videos, your songs, whatever, man. I'm always
Yeah, man,
available.
absolutely. Yeah, we'll definitely keep in touch. Like I said, I'm gonna drop you that audio as soon as we jump off.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Drop me that audio, and then let's keep the contact going, man. And you guys out there, y'all make sure y'all go stream Mendo, man. Go stream that Mendo. Hey, he got a lot of good music out there, man. And listen
Yeah,
to it.
River Mud
Watch the
Records, man, we in
video.
here.
Indeed, man. River Mud Records, Big Mendo. I appreciate you for coming, and I appreciate all of y'all out
Absolutely.
there in La La Land. And I just want to say we out of here like last.